All right, guys, this is Coach Adrian, and this is the Brute Shoot. Today we're going to talk about why is CrossFit so expensive. This is a question that I get all the time. I'll be sitting here at this front desk. People walk into the door. We have a brief and usually friendly conversation that goes something like, hey, have you ever tried CrossFit before? And they're like, nope, never did it before, but I heard about it, or I saw it on TV, or my buddies do it, or whatever. I haven't done anything in years. I need to get in better shape. We usually talk about what CrossFit is. I show them around the gym a little bit, and then all of a sudden, when it's time for us to make the decision if they want to go forward with becoming a member at our gym, we talk about the pricing. And a lot of times it makes people's jaws drop. Like, bro, whoa, that's really expensive. And the reason that you naturally think CrossFit is expensive is simple. It's because you're used to maybe global gym approach where it's like a $10 a month membership, and you may walk into a CrossFit gym and you may notice that it's $100, or maybe it is $150, and depending on what area of the country that you live in and what city, it could be closer to $200 and maybe even $300. And I know what some of you are thinking right now as you even hear this. You're like, oh my gosh, like I couldn't afford that. That's way too much money. Did you know that the average cable bill is $103 a month? And I ask you that not to spite you in any way, but to just consider that you're willing to invest over $100 a month in something that sucks hours away from the quality of your life by sitting still and watching a screen on the wall or maybe on a desk, right? But you're not willing to spend the equal amount to come be a part of a gym, change your life forever, and be able to live a longer and more full life. Now, CrossFit comes with a lot of things, and I'll explain to you guys why it's so expensive. So one is you get an opportunity to train in a gym that is, in most cases, a high quality space where you can obviously train, eventually call your own home, and be able to learn things on a daily basis. If you guys take a look around even the space that we've created here at Wasatch CrossFit, it is something that has been an evolutionary process. We started small and grew into this major space, so it wasn't always this way. But when you pay for a gym, you're paying for the building itself, right? I have to, or someone has to, pay money to afford this space, to have it. That's cost one. Cost two is you're actually coached. So you guys are probably familiar with the approach of coming into the gym, looking lost and not knowing what to do with yourself. So that means with all this space, most people would be completely clueless on where to start. From a CrossFit perspective, you come in and you're a part of this class type atmosphere where maybe you're in a small group of 6 athletes, or maybe you're in a larger group of a class to 20 to 30 athletes. But the point is that you're always being led from warm up to cool down, and even in the programming. And for those of you that haven't been working out very much, when I say programming, I mean the workout is provided for you. So you know exactly what you are going to do, when you're going to do it, how much weight you should be doing, what movements you should be doing, and even how to scale that for your ability level. So in this gym, we've got people that walk in with all abilities and all variabilities that need to be considered. And we're talking age, sex, physical athletic background in regards to Division I athletes, and then people that have come in this gym and find it at the age of 50 that have never participated in a sport in their entire life. And with that considered, we've got a lot of things like injuries and personal ailments that we have to cater to. And that's my job as a coach to do that. That's our job as a coaching staff to do that. So that's another thing that you pay for in regards to the service of a CrossFit gym. The next thing, and I would argue that this is the most valuable thing, is the community. So when you guys make the investment to become a member at any kind of CrossFit gym, you get this unique bond and unique connection with the environment around you. And a lot of that obviously is considered in the relationships that you create, not only with the coaching staff, but with your peers. We have people that come into this gym that are extremely extroverted and have no problem with social interaction all the time. However, we've also got the exact opposite, where it's like, we got the newbie that walks in the gym, they stand in the corner and they're kind of like this. Of course, you make them introduce yourself, because that's my job, is to make you a little bit uncomfortable and have a good time. And before you know it, they're like the social butterfly in the gym. They're leaning on other people for advice. They're sharing stories with someone else about how success has started to come into their life so strongly now that they've found this new pursuit of CrossFit. So that's probably the unique thing. And I would also tell you guys that when you sign up for a CrossFit gym, you don't even have to really enjoy working out. But if you enjoy the people that you surround yourself with, that will be enough motivation to continue to come back to the gym and show up on a regular basis. Another thing is very simple, and it's something that is often overlooked, and that's accountability. So with the coaching, with the solid investment that you're making financially, you're very rare to have days where you just don't show up to the gym, right? I mean, if you feel like that $125 or that $150 that you're investing in your health per month is a bit of a stretch, you would be really foolish not to show up and get your most money out of it, correct? So the big point is, it's enough to make you feel like you have skin in the game. The investment is there to not only provide you with all the things that I mentioned before, but also the fact that the investment is clearly coming out of your pocket, and you should do the most that you can in order to get the most out of it. So, big picture, why is CrossFit so expensive? It's really not. And when you think about your health and the way that it can deteriorate over time due to the lack of physical activity, the lack of education on nutrition, which most CrossFit gyms like ours provide as a service due to the fee that you pay us, it can change your life forever. It can give you a more full life and definitely a more fulfilling life.